till like 4 o'clock, in like 3 hours. So basically, I'm gonna do two more. I'm gonna do two more full playthrough of the tier one, and then with the two playthrough of the full playthrough of the tier one, I'm gonna do is I'm gonna increase defense absolute. But the problem with that is if it doesn't work, I don't know what to do. I do not know what to do. I could do defense percentage, but the thing with defense percentage is that when it's done, it's done. You don't have it anymore. Also, you guys know that I didn't upgrade a lot of my attack lab. The reason for attack speed, it's going to be increasing the multi shots, going to be increasing the rapid fire, the odds of it happening, the knockback and the knockback and the multiple shot. Oh, a butterfly! That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Do you see the butterfly? We don't see a lot of them. That's gorgeous. That is pretty much it, to be honest. I'm so excited for that. I just spent 200,000. Now, hopefully, I'll get even more with this, because the ultimate plan is pretty simple. The ultimate plan would be to also unlock knockback, the shockwave, the landmines, and the bound shot today. But I don't know if I'm going to be having enough time. It's not a question of point. It's a question of time. However, we did unlock today 3.5 speed, and we unlocked lap speed. I think it was what? I don't remember lap speed what it is. So it should be here. 850, 841. It's game speed. It's cash bonus, right? Cash bonus. Cash bonus level 11 is really good. Cash because I get to buy everything. It's so sweet because we're getting a level. Cash bonus is the most important because you'll be able to buy everything, and you'll be able to buy the orb speed and the knockback. These are pretty inexpensive. So right now what we're doing is we're doing our good basic and the utility upgrade. So cash bonus, cash per wave, coin kill, coin wave. We're doing a good base of that. Then we're gonna go upgrade my defense lab. Then we're gonna go back there. Then I'm gonna go attack my attack lab. So this is pretty simple, but kind of cool. It is a system that works. And tonight, why am I so nervous? I haven't been in silver in a while. Bronze, it took us once to do it, which is great. But it would be amazing if my two first relics would be relics of my two first relic would be relics of tournaments. But I never did that. I think I did it with Sword and Shield. With Sword and Shield, Sword and Shield beginning feels so weird. Why? Because I don't feel like I deserved that. I just wailed. In my opinion, it wasn't a big deal because we had a crown. We worked hard for the crown, right? But still, by the way, we got I think it's two. Yes, we got two elites. Got my first elite ever this morning, a couple minutes ago actually. It was a scatter. This one I don't remember what it was. The scatter was my first one, so kind of cool. They unlock it at tier 1 wave 500. When I say they unlock, the cool thing is you go back to wave 1, you can wait until tier 500. The game actually took us an hour 45 to do, and right now it's 12:53. So technically speaking, I would have so much time. See, with the 4 o'clock with the tier 2, those are not gonna take a long time. I'm gonna check it out how much I'm getting. I could check it out right now, but you wanna check it out right now? No, let's wait. We'll do some more videos, don't worry about it. Anyway, but yes, peace. Don't blink, it's your boy. Welcome from Tertial. You're doing well, having a wonderful day. This is part 2 of the new job. I'm so sorry I had to stop because I was waiting for this run to end because we're having a new high score. I want to film it, do the video, but I was like, let's wait. And of course, when I started to make videos, there it is. So super excited about the job. Like I said, I'm a bit doubtful. But at the same time, it's normal. See, that safety net for the job was gonna be made with me too. It's so weird because the mentality of the agency, I thought I didn't have it, but I kind of had it. So it's a case of it's a case of you're getting transferred so much that you don't really care about the company. But after that, I think it's quite normal. I think After getting that attached to my last job, having a literal second family that I loved, I think I was afraid of getting. I think I was afraid. Yeah. I think I was afraid of putting myself back in the field. Yeah, getting myself attached to people again. You know, and even then, for the people, of course. And don't get me wrong, I love the people, right? But that's not the only thing. You work for the same company for 7 years, 8 years. 8 years with the agency. You work for the same company for so long, and then you feel like it's a second home, you feel like it's a second family. Then the company closed. It's nuts because I was told like a month before that the company was gonna close. I was told a month before, and I was like, oh shit, But it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna say something that's very disgusting. It's like death. You don't really expect death until it happens. So then when the company closed, I was like, oh my god, but I knew the company was going to close. So why was I so surprised, It's kind of like a weird thing, but at the same time, this is how your mind reacts. This is the signal that your mind is receiving, and it's grief. It's, it's the 5 stages of grief, to be honest. Just to give you an example, it's a sweet example, but when I lost my job, we lost the company, it closed, but still, you know what I mean? In March 2024. And I thought I was going to be like doing content after content after content. And if I'm being completely honest, for the first month, at least a month, I was sad. I didn't make that much content. Like, what's going on? I didn't even realize that I was grieving over losing this job. So of course, the next job that you can have is, for example, right? You see this in the dating world a lot. It's a rebound. It's a rebound. It's a rebound. It's a rebound, right? So the next job that I'm gonna have was gonna be a rebound. And then I went to the agency. The agency was actually pretty nice. I was like, you know what? It's not the perfect situation, but it's not that bad, And I got me a couple of jobs, and then I switched because I thought that the rep that I had wasn't fighting hard enough to get me jobs. So I switched for somebody that I saw was clearly more money oriented, way than important, because the way they work is they make a percentage of my cash. This person was also not the nicest person, and not the most human person, not the most understanding. So what I didn't think about is he doesn't care if I work or somebody else's work. For him, it's still the same salary, And that's kind of sad. Like, for example, the last job that I had with the agency, it was a great job. There were 8 people. It was a great job. And then somebody starts stealing. And he starts stealing. And the problem with that was the rep knew. But he was like, you're not going to lose your job over that. You're working for the agency. And the boss was like, hey, I know that you guys are stealing. Because the only thing that department was us. I want to know who it is. Otherwise, I'm going to get fired. And the person, I think the rep was thinking the person was going to do the right thing. He didn't do it. So we all lost a job. So. And it's a shame. It's a shame because I could have said who it was, because it's really obvious. But at the same time, first of all, you don't know the reality of this guy, right? I personally think, I think that he was stealing because he had a problem. He was stealing salt shaker, Like, you have a problem, you have a legit problem, bro. But who am I to judge, right? And the reality of it was, I should have saved my job, I should have snitched, but after that, it was 1 person out of 8, right, that was stealing. I still have to work with the same 6 co-workers. And you're gonna see me as this guy who got one of their friend fired, right? I know this doesn't make any sense. There's the mentality of the agency. This didn't work, I'm gonna go somewhere else, right? But I'm like, no, it's a good job, guys. It was a good job. We're working for Sobeys. And the worst thing, what breaks my heart is Sobeys was, so it's a middleman. So the company that gives